fight fans all over the world, it's your boy, Real Talk Boxing, and we're back at you again. Breathing a little heavy. I literally just got done putting in work, sauna suit. Probably too much information right there, but anyway, I'm sweating and I'm putting in work. Nuts and guts, people. Nuts and guts. So Manny Pacquiao says to Errol Spence, yo, you look good in your fight and your performance against Danny Garcia. You looked really sharp. I'm impressed. Excuse me. I want to fight you. 2021. Let's try to make that happen. All right, here's my take on this. Manny Pacquiao was really saying, if you guys couldn't read his mind, Manny Pacquiao was, bro, you look slow, you look sloppy, your power wasn't there, you look tired, and you looked totally out of practice. So let me jump on you before you get rid of all that ring rust and you get all your timing back and your strength back. That's what Manny Pacquiao was saying. Do I blame Manny Pacquiao? No. No. Do I think Manny Pacquiao still doesn't stand a great chance at 100% Errol Spence? No. Manny Pacquiao has a great chance against anyone. Stop sleeping on him because he's 42 years old. Never underestimate an old man in a pair of boxing gloves. I got a shirt that says so. Now listen. Crawford fought before Errol Spence, right? Kell Brook. And Crawford has been going around screaming Manny Pacquiao also. Not Errol Spence, and Errol Spence not Crawford. So why didn't Manny Pacquiao reach out to Terrence Crawford after the dominating performance against Kell Brook? Why? Honestly, I believe Pacquiao's not afraid of Terrence Crawford. But Pacquiao wants 2 or 3 more mega fights before he's out of there. Because I truly believe that Manny Pacquiao is planning on retiring really, really soon. And he wants 2 or 3 mega fights. So why fight Crawford and take a better chance at losing, in my opinion, than Errol Spence, being that Errol Spence is still rusty, still out of practice, and was out of the ring for a whole year. Now, Errol Spence answered the question that everybody had. Is he okay? Is he back? I believe he's back. My mustache keeps getting in my mouth. I believe he's back. But he still has some fine-tuning to do. And he still has some things to sharpen up before he's back to the Errol Spence before the car crash. Manny Pacquiao knows that. Now, is this a fight that will sell? Totally. Yes, definitely. Is this a fight that Errol Spence wants? Yes, he wants that fight. They're looking at Manny Pacquiao and they're basically looking at a midget. But big things come in small packages sometimes, people. And I believe Manny Pacquiao has what it takes to beat Errol Spence at this stage. I'm going to go out on a line and say this. I give Manny Pacquiao the edge against Errol Spence should they fight next year. Summertime, whenever. I really, really do. And I'm still wondering why Pacquiao didn't call out Crawford. Well, I'm not wondering why. I know why. Crawford is dangerous. Crawford is very, very dangerous. So, who's next with Terrence Crawford? I'm hearing Sean Porter, Showtime, Sean P. I would be more excited to see that fight than I would Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence. Because we all know, if Porter shows up, he beats anybody and he gives anybody major, major problems. If Porter can show up each time like he showed up against Errol Spence, he could easily beat any of the fighters in the top welterweight division. Any of them. Now, do I give the edge to Crawford? Yeah, I do. I do, a slight edge. Because Crawford can do it all. But there's one weak link in Crawford. Does anybody know what that is? I'll give you a little bit of time. Okay, time's up. If you haven't noticed, Crawford gets hit too much very early. Very, very early. And sometimes when he's in a scrap, he leaves himself open. So I've seen him get hit repeatedly from the 1st to the 3rd round. Should you catch Crawford and hurt him, if you can finish him, that's how you beat Crawford. If the fight goes more than 4 rounds with Terrence Crawford, you are not winning. You're not winning. In my opinion, you won't win. You have to catch him early and you have to jump on top of him. It's a must. It is a must. So there's a weak link in Crawford's armor. Can Porter get him out if he hurts him? I don't know. Porter's really, really aggressive. And Porter showed high IQ, and great boxing skills against Sebastian. Now, I know Sebastian is basically a punching bag, but he's tough. You just can't get Sebastian out of there. If Sean couldn't get him out of there as much Sean hit him, nobody probably will. But he showed amazing boxing skill in that fight. Now, if he could mesh those two, boxing skills and that dog that he has in him, like he showed with Errol Spence, he can beat anybody in the welterweight division, including Terrence Crawford. Don't get mad at me. It's just my opinion. But he has to mesh the two. He has to bring the two together. He has to fuse the two. All right? He has to fuse. You understand what I'm saying? Fuse. Like Dragon Ball Z. You got to fuse. But if you can't do that, Crawford will get him. Doubt Crawford to get him out of there, but he'll win and win by a wide margin. But Manny Pacquiao, I see what you're doing, brother. And I honestly believe that Manny Pacquiao is the top of the welterweight division. He holds one belt. And if he fights Errol Spence, he's not fighting but one, but two belts. Because Errol Spence is unified, baby. So if he beats Errol, he has three. So all eyes is on Manny Pacquiao. All eyes are on Pacquiao anyway in the welterweight division. And he only has one belt because he's the cash cow. You fight Pacquiao, you get in the bag. Lunch money all day, every day. So he's being very strategic in which young buck he picks. Because eventually, if he wins, and he wins again, he's going to have to fight Crawford. Or maybe he'll beat Errol Spence, skip Crawford, and fight Conor McGregor. But I do believe, remember what I said on this day, December 7th, 2020, Manny Pacquiao is on his way out. 2 or 3 more mega fights, and he's gone. He's gone. So I don't blame him for calling out Errol. I know why you called him out. You saw the fight. You didn't think he was sharp. You didn't think he looked good. That's why you sent him them. That's why you posted what you posted, Manny. I'm just keeping it real. But I don't blame him. And I'm not mad at him whatsoever. Because you know Spencer's going to jump right on that fight. Because Spencer's been screaming his name for a while. You understand me? And I believe Pacquiao thinks that he is the easier of the two between him and Terrence Crawford. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Never mind my opinion. I want to know yours. Comment down below and let me know. As always, respect all, fear none, God bless. Till the next time, baby. Real Talk Boxing. We gone.